my journey to start platinuming games because I am an uncultured piece of shit. But platinuming requires money. So, in order to save my wallet a little bit, I'm going to be playing Astro's Playroom just in time for the release of Astrobot. My first platinum was Spider-Man 2, so this will be my second platinum on the channel, and the guide says that this should only take 5 hours, which I don't doubt since, well, the game launched with the PS5 to show off the haptic feedback on the DualSense. Astro's Playroom consists of 43 trophies, and this includes completing the main levels, collecting all 46 artifacts, and 99 puzzle pieces in the game, as well as all of the gacha prizes. So our first trophy is going to do some parkour in CPU Plaza, which leads us to our first puzzle piece, getting us the trophy 1 down and lots more to go. Overall, the game is pretty fun and easy, until I started falling over and over again for the second puzzle piece. Man, this is embarrassing. This is a children's game. From here, I went down to the basement, snagged a piece, and bullied some robots, because bullying builds strong character. Have you ever been in a BO2 lobby? You can't say anything to me that hasn't been said in a BO2 lobby back in the day. With that, I take on my first level, Cooling Springs. Now, I didn't mean to do these in order, it just happened to work out that way, as this is the easiest level. And while I did bully some more little bots, I also found my first artifact, and these collectibles are just PlayStation accessories throughout the years, which I found pretty cool, as some of these I didn't even know existed. Oh, and this got us a trophy, in mint condition. Third trophy was me just killing 3 enemies back to back for It's All in the Mind. Each sub-level has 4 puzzle pieces and 2 artifacts to obtain, and I'm glad I turned around for this one, as it was hiding under this little thing. And that wouldn't be the only puzzle piece that would be behind me. Only later, I straight up didn't notice. You'll see what I mean. The next sublevel was Springy Spa, where we use this frog suit to jump around using the triggers, which feels so nice with that haptic tension. Now, for the motion controller to move the frog suit around, I hate it. I've hated motion control ever since it was introduced, and it showed in this video later on. Oh my god, get on the damn platform. Come on. Yo! This game is trolling me right now! Now, in the end, I did finish this sublevel, but realized I missed some puzzle pieces and artifacts, so I went back to grab them and went to this snowy place. Not gonna lie, I'd play Bot Charted. I'm not even trolling. Sounds like a great game. This level was pretty easy, until I couldn't tell where I was on this ice platform and missed a puzzle piece. Or did I? I died, but it was for a good cause. Once again, we were brought back to this frog suit, and oh my god, this pissed me off. More than the first one. I didn't even think that was possible. It wasn't even hard, I'm just bad with motion controls. Especially the way I was sitting on my couch. I mean, I think I died at least 15 times. Like, why did I even jump back here? Oh right, for this stupid ass puzzle. Finally, dude. Oh man, that PSP disc takes me back. Speaking of which, from here, our next trophy was Cool Horde for all pieces. And the last sublevel of every main level has a third artifact basically for the entire level, and in this case, it is the PS3, which gives us the HD graphics trophy for clearing Cooling Springs. They can't stop us now. It's cool how they put everything in this place for you to see all your collectibles, and this brings me to my next trophy for getting my first gacha in the gacha machine. Now, I didn't actually grab every artifact in Cooling Springs, so I just went back to do that real quick, and that gives us such a big fan. You also get a trophy for just getting 20 bots to follow you in CPU Plaza and for doing a spinning attack and bullying 10 of them. Bullying is needed, and I stand by that. You know, for being a cartoonish game, these graphics are amazing. Is that Crash Bandicoot? As all the rest, this sub-level was pretty easy in CPU Jungle, except for me not understanding how to kill these phalanx-looking motherfuckers. Eventually, I got the hang of it. Now this annoyed me bad. The monkey suit. Of course, we're using motion controls again, but this actually made my wrist tired from doing it so much, because you have to like swing it left and then swing it right to move his hands up and grab each rock. Why am I explaining it? Fuck motion controls. The bow was cool to use though, for unethical reasons. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's crazy how my aim sucks on a 60 FPS console, since I always play on my 144Hz PC. No, like, I actually couldn't aim for shit. What are you aiming at? There was actually like a little mini boss in this sublevel, which was weird since I don't think any other place had a mini boss. It was easy, but of course I make everything look 100 times harder than it actually is. Like, how the F did I manage to mess that up? The next monkey course pissed me off even more than the first. Surprise. But I did find this cool. The fact that this rock breaks if you press the trigger harder than you need to. You have to slightly press your trigger so that this rock doesn't break and you fall. That's a great use of this controller. I'm so bad. I got the puzzle piece, but at what cost? I lost the kid. It's funny I'm so bad at this monkey crap that I ended up falling and catching myself getting this trophy accidentally. I figured shooting these bunnies were a trophy, and they were, but I didn't kill all of them, so we'll get that later. By clearing CPU jungle, I get greatness awaits. Again, I did forget some puzzle pieces, so I did go back for them, for the Found Legacy and the artifacts as well for Charted. Memory Meadow was up next, and the first trophy here was for getting hit by flying garbage. Then we went to Fast Lane Fields, where the suit this time is this ball, making me feel like I'm in that one game on Nintendo, you know, where the monkeys are in the balls. Can't remember what that's called. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. And oddly enough, this wasn't motion controls. It was actually better. It was using the touchpad. Still pretty bad, but the bar wasn't set high. We ended up getting Wipeout for getting a strike on these bowling pins, and from here I was pretty much forcing myself to get every puzzle and artifact before moving on in each stage. But in this sub-level, I totally missed this puzzle. I swear it wasn't here when I first passed through here. Can't blame myself though. I probably had my mouth wide open focusing on getting past those electrical pads. These supposed to be thwomps? You know, I used to play pinball on like old Windows machines back in the day, but this is just giving me PTSD. Get me out of this shit. You can't be serious with the ice. We are not serious about the ice right now. I'm using a touchpad. Wait, I could have clicked the touchpad to stop the ball? How am I just noticing this while I'm editing? Bro, my mouth was wide open drooling playing this game. That controller is nostalgic to say the least. By getting all those sweet puzzle pieces, we get yet again another trophy, and of course, when something good happens, the game just needs to ruin it. Fuck. We also got a trophy for completing Memory Meadow and getting all the artifacts on the first run, by the way. This room is looking filled. From here, I went back to the gotcha machine to roll some more, and there was actually a trophy for getting half of all gotchas. Okay, the final level was SSD Speedway, and there it is. The puzzle that was right behind me at the start of the level. I went nuts looking for that thing. They really put that shit behind me knowing I wouldn't turn around. Bunch of idiots. Or I guess I'm the idiot, right? And they're laughing at me. I also thought that spinning this sword would be a trophy, but it just wasn't. And I spent a decent chunk trying to spin it a bunch of times with our spin move. It's crazy how my dumbass can find this puzzle, but not the one at the beginning. The developers are laughing at me right now. How many of you did that as well? Oh, that dual shock brings back so many memories. There's no way I looked a second time in the direction of the puzzle and didn't notice. Nah, no excuse. I was just high. And I was looking everywhere for this puzzle piece. Everywhere. Astro, just turn around. Guys, I can't make this shit up. A third time. A third time. Eventually, I did get it. Holy fuck. Next up was this spacesuit with, you guessed it, motion controls. But it wasn't as bad, kind of. I think it wasn't as bad because I got used to it. Not to say I didn't die, I definitely did. From here we went straight to use the minigun because why wouldn't we? Who doesn't like using a minigun when the opportunity presents itself? This next spacesuit level was way more annoying than the last one, especially this part. I just want to go fast when I use this thing, but I had to turn off the voices in my head, go nice and slow, and we got the final puzzle piece in the level. Omega Booster. I actually forgot about this boss, but he was insanely easy, and finally we got 2 trophies for artifacts and clearing SSD Speedway. Now we just had to go down to the basement, open up this chamber, and fight this ancient dinosaur. Literally, this dinosaur is from 1944. Now we do get 2 extra lives in this boss battle, and I was like, for what? For this guy? I mean, he looks like when you bust a nut and she just keeps sucking. But Astro celebrated a little too early, and then he turned into a 2020 version of the dinosaur. And now it looks like he does a lot of coke. I don't know why this was so hard for me, because, again, it wasn't hard, but I died a lot. And then eventually I got to this trophy part, and I straight up didn't know what to do. I was clicking square. I know I was, but it didn't do shit. So I looked it up, and it said I needed to pick it up and throw it at him. I'm trying to, bro. Oh, now you want to work. I'm gonna jump off my balcony-ish. Finally, after beating the shit out of its eye, the credits roll, and we can get coins from hitting these yellow letters. I wonder what happens if you die here. Huh. I guess we found out. And with that, we go through this last level, getting all the PS5 artifacts. And once we get the final one, we get player has no limits for completing the game. All that was left was little hidden things and gotchas. So I got 4 the players for getting a secret gotcha. And Dude Raider for collecting all artifacts along with a grand tour for all puzzle pieces. And of course, all of the gotchas. From here, the only thing were the hidden things, so I started with climbing this thing all the way to the tippity top for this trophy, which I totally did on accident as I was just looking around. By opening the PS1 disc tray, I get disc swap, and since I did that, I figured the PS2 one had one as well, and it in fact did. Are you dead or asleep? Poor robot looks like a dead roach in there. Anyone ever find a dead roach in their PlayStation? Or multiple? I know I have. Now, I did think I had to do the speedrun maps for platinum, but I didn't. And I realized that when I completed them all. There goes 15 minutes I'll never get back. Anyways, back to this horrible frog suit. And this time was me trying to bounce these balls on my face. Wait, pause. Juggle these balls. Wait, fuck. Juggle the beach balls, man. 5 times without letting them hit the floor. In the same level, I jumped off this diving board for the Hell Diver trophy. Not too sure what I needed to do here, but I know I needed to do something, and eventually I figured it out for yet another trophy. Over in GPU Jungle, I needed to redirect those slime balls with the bow, and you already know my aim sucks. What are you aiming at? You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Once we reached the top, we finished up all those bunnies from before, and just for some added spice, I tried to 360 them like an adequate boy. See what I did there? To no one's surprise, I forgot more trophies and cooling springs, such as rolling the snowballs to make them bigger. Oh, shit. Come on, don't fall. Nice. In the same place, all I had to do was spin on ice for this trophy, and over in Meadows, you get a trophy for taking shelter under this thing in the rain. And from there, I headed back to do all the Labo trophies, starting with hitting the Sony logo to reveal the old one. Then I walked about 2 feet to throw this trophy, because I am an ungrateful little robot. From there, I went to the VR to watch, well, you don't need to know what I was watching. And the last one was for literally just going under the home icon. With that, there was only one more trophy for the platinum, and that was me going back to the Speedway to get the minigun. All I needed to do now was just use our spinning attack, and boom, the trophy pops. And with that, we've completed all 43 trophies, including the platinum trophy, and man, does it feel good to pop that trophy. Let me know any other games you want me to platinum, and let me know if you want me to platinum Astrobot.